The most important decision you make is to be in a good mood. He who knows his enemy and himself well will not be defeated easily. A man should look for what is and not for what he thinks should be. Sometimes things become possible if we want them bad enough. We should forgive our enemies, but not before they are hanged. Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. It is the privilege of the gods to want nothing, and of godlike men to want little. An education is not so much about making a living as making a person. The man who thinks he can and the man who thinks he can't are both right. May my heart be kind, my mind fierce, and my spirit brave. We're going to aspire to break through and create our own reality. It's good to do uncomfortable things. It's weight training for life. It was always the becoming he dreamed of, never the being. Growth and advancement happen outside the comfort zone. Fear defeats more people than any other one thing in the world. The truth does not change according to our ability to stomach it. When truth is replaced by silence, the silence is a lie. Supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. Nature's pleased with simplicity, and nature is no dummy. Only he who has no use for the empire is fit to be entrusted with it. He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still. Notice the difference between being in control and needing control. Life is not about living the safer option. Life is about living a life worth living. Realize deeply that the present moment is all you will ever have. That knowledge which stops at what it does not know is the highest knowledge. Time bows to authentic commitment, and it stretches to accommodate it. Home is where somebody notices when you are no longer there. The company you choose to keep says a lot about who you are. With regard to narrow passes, if you can occupy them first, let them be strongly garrisoned and await the advent of the enemy. Secret operations are essential in war. Upon them, the army relies to make its every move. I live in my own little world, but it's okay. They know me here. Sometimes it takes a good fall to really know where you stand. Sometimes the best of God's gifts arrive by the shattering of all the window panes. Do not wait for the last judgment. It comes every day. Don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. Those who are willing to be vulnerable move among mysteries. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. A true genius admits that he knows nothing. To be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. There are few reasons for telling the truth, but for lying the number is infinite. Bringing joy to another lights 1,000 suns within. Every ounce of my cynicism is supported by historical precedent. Remember that the happiest people are not those getting more, but those giving more. Gratitude creates hope, and hope activates the law of attraction. When I get sad, I stop being sad and be awesome instead. Having the life of your dreams is simple. Make conscious choices. Success, for most people, requires unlearning as much as learning. The only limits for tomorrow are the doubts we have today. It's often only in the lies we refuse to speak that any truth can be heard at all. It can only take a moment to waste the rest of your life. Hearing voices no one else can hear isn't a good sign, even in the wizarding world. The only real battle in life is between hanging on and letting go. When your intentions are pure, so too will be your success. I've had a lot of worries in my life, most of which never happened. It is the certainty that they possess the truth that makes men cruel. Stop blaming outside circumstances for your inside chaos. Flow with whatever may happen and let your mind be free. Set the troops to their tasks without imparting your designs. How people treat you is their karma. How you react is yours. Being brave means that knowing when you fail, you won't fail forever. A frog in a well cannot conceive of the ocean. Without education, you're not going anywhere in this world. There is no greater danger than underestimating your opponent. There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you. Stand in the divine rain, and seeds of wisdom will grow in your soul. To be alone is to be different. To be different is to be alone. He who knows all the answers has not been asked all the questions. You show me a capitalist, and I'll show you a bloodsucker. Don't fear big. Fear mediocrity. Fear waste. Fear the lack of living to your fullest. You grow mentally weak when your life is too comfortable. I have never known any distress that an hour's reading did not relieve. If ignorant both of your enemy and yourself, you are certain to be in peril. People who fit don't seek. The seekers are those that don't fit. I've never had anyone's approval, so I've learned to live without it. When you say I and my too much, you lose the capacity to understand the we and our. Shoot for the moon. Even if you fail, you'll land among the stars. When you are identified with the one, all things will be complete to you. If something is important, it deserves to be experienced deeply. Where humanity sowed faith, hope, and unity, joy's garden blossomed. We may be small, and we may be young, but we will shake the world for our beliefs. It's enough for me to be sure that you and I exist at this moment. People say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Everything, no matter how beautiful, is only with us for a while. We don't receive wisdom, we must discover it for ourselves. I'm glad I see with my eyes, and not the pages I've read. Dream your own dreams, achieve your own goals. Your journey is your own and unique. Everything in life is speaking in spite of its apparent silence. Misconceptions play a prominent role in my view of the world. People are the most difficult thing in the world to change. The good fighter is able to secure himself against defeat, but cannot make certain of defeating the enemy. It takes greater faith to dance in the dark than to rest in light. Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them. There's no point having wishes if you don't at least try to do them. Sing your life, Any fool can think of words that rhyme. The only source of knowledge is experience. Education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. The world is already full of critics. To stand out, be an encourager. We must live together as brothers or perish together as fools. Life is too short when you think of the length of death.